So I will tell you the story of Logan Lasky. The story of Logan Lasky of the friendship. It started when I first met him in the bus. When I first met him in the bus, it was like maybe in sixth grade, fifth grade maybe. So I didn't have anywhere to sit, so I had to sit to him. I sat and then the one day he asked me not to sit next to him. So that day the bus was packed and I didn't have anywhere to sit, so I had to sit there and he was yelling at me and stuff. And he was being rude and he tried to push me out and stuff. And then after that, that day after that, I never sat next to him again when the bus was never packed again. And then in seventh grade, we met again, and I don't think he really remembers that stuff. And after that, and yeah, so after that, we kind of became friends. Yeah, and then but he never really treated me well. I asked him to go on a field for social studies field trip, and after he said okay, and then later on he was like, oh no, I'm not going with you, and he just switched the group. Like, if you put someone in the group, if you ask someone to be in the group, you should be able to go in them. Not just do that. And also then after that, when after that, I didn't mind about it because I had some good friends of mine in the group with me already, and my day went ahead. And also it was my birthday, and I wasn't gonna let that down. So after that, it was Christmas time, and then I was my like, it was so we were talking about like then after that he told me I wasn't he we had a conflict during Christmas time, and he was he wasn't my friend because of Fortnite. That's pathetic. He said because I lied about something in Fortnite. And I even showed him evidence, and his reaction was okay. It wasn't even sorry. It was okay. That's not even a good friend. He didn't show any empathy, no nothing. And then when like our year went on, but he didn't really treat me well. Not nice. And it went to and then in EOA one day he called me a gringo, and then there was a yeah, he called me a gringo, and he says he's not racist when he got his friend to text me and call me a gringo. I can even show you proof on my other phone. No, I think it's on this phone. I think, unless I didn't delete the guy. So he got his friend to call me a gringo, and then and then after that he got his friend to call me a gringo and stuff like that like a few days ago, because he was just mad that I wasn't his friend and stuff like that. And I'm not his friend. I'm not gonna. He's just making all these videos and stuff to try to make me mad, but I'm not mad. I don't care. I don't care. But this, conflict about the big yeah. Yeah, okay. And then so we get on with the day, and then time passes by. We didn't really have any conflicts from there. We just had our business and stuff. It was also I think when then he broke his wrist, okay? And I was trying to ask why you weren't going to school, but he got it he thought wrong. He thought in a different way. He thought I wasn't believing him or something like that. I said I did believe him. I even said, and then he got his friend to call me, and so his friend called me, and he was yelling at me, but Logan didn't say a word. He wasn't really man enough to talk to me. He only talked a little after. He wasn't man enough to talk the whole thing. His friend was talking the whole thing. He's probably gonna say my arm was hurt and I couldn't talk. That doesn't have anything to do with your speech. Your arm or your wrist. And when I said your wrist, you corrected me and said your arm. And when I And then I said, okay, your arm. You corrected me and said your wrist. Which one is it? You say you broke your wrist, so you should know which one. You say you broke a bone, you should know which one you broke. And it's obviously your wrist. And then later on after that, I see you, like, later on after that, we have, like, and after that, I got you a gift because, like, for apology, even though I said I meant something else, which you didn't believe me, like always, and I never lied to you. And then after that, so I went to Walmart, got him a, like, $20 Nerf gun, like, Nerf gun's, like, $20, and I also got him, like, some candy and, like, a gift card. Also, I got him, like, a paper bag that also cost money, like the little paper mache stuff, like, that you put in there, and, like, a card and stuff like that. And I also got him ginger ale. And he said, "Thank you, dude." The only reason why he wasn't mad at me because I got him something. That's the only reason why he wasn't mad at me. Oh my god, my crust is in my eye. That crust? See? He thinks I'm mad over a situation, triggered. I'm not mad. My reaction is just, like, humor out of nowhere. It's just funny. I think it's funny. Then as we went on with our time, like, one time he went over to my house with his hands were on both of his bike, riding. If you broke your wrist, why are you going to my house, all the way to my house with your bike? Are you stupid? And then I said I was gonna get him something, but, like, I had something for him at my house. But, like, then he went. After his mom told him not to go there because he had like his time was over. Like, he had to go back to his neighborhood. And after that, he still decided to come only to get a gift. I said I was gonna give it to him later, so he got it, and he didn't say thank you at all. Like, his reaction, he just left. And then the one time after that, he was like, "Oh, let's go to Burger King and stuff like that," and I was like, no, I couldn't. And then, like, I told him, like, we're gonna go there. I said, no, I'm not gonna go there because I want to listen to my mom. And his reaction was like, so we went back to his neighborhood, and I said, why can't you go with your friend? And then, like, when we're going back, he's like, go home. He, like, stopped me and said, go home. Just straight up says, go home. Not, like, you made me come all the way over here, and then you're gonna tell me go home? Because I don't go to Burger King with you? And I was actually pretty pissed off with him. He said sorry, which I respect that. Which the thing that he did was really disrespectful. You should think about what you do before you do it. Think before you do something, actually, I'm trying to say. And then later on in class, like later on in ELA, he thought it would be funny to call me a gringo. Like, a gringo. That's racist. That's racist. You call yourself not racist, but you make this. That's just straight up racist. Just racist. And you're here just calling me a gringo and don't have any. Two of my friends were there when you said it. I'm not gonna say their name out, but, like, two of my friends were there when you said it. And even my friend was at the table when, like, we had another conflict and you didn't say it. And then you said that I told you to say it. Who would tell you to call them a racial slur? That is the dumbest thing I've heard. And my friend even said that you said it, and I didn't tell you to say it. My friend even said it. He said it. And so as we went on with our time, the next day after that, I forgot to tell you. Like, he also, like, in, like, social studies, so he literally, like, stepped on, like, he saw my shoe in the aisle, he stepped on my shoe on purpose. He looked at my shoe and stepped on it and, like, laughed about it and made some weird noises every time he went back to the aisle, because we were doing stuff on the board. And the last time he went over, I had my foot moved, okay? Right there. Like, and then he took both of it, his broken wrist right here, he did like this. He like plunged himself, like plunged his whole body up with his broken wrist. Two of his arms on a table with a broken wrist. Your wrist is broken. Are you dumb? Don't be saying that you broke your wrist when you did that. You did like that, and then you kicked my foot. When you're sitting down, I tried to step on your foot, and then the teacher was like, "Oh, are you trying to trip him?" No, I tried to step on your foot. Yeah. And I kind of got in trouble with the teacher for something that was your fault. Yeah, and you always think it's always my fault, all these situations I'm bringing up is usually your fault. Yeah. And then after that, as we get on with our day, the next day, you have a conflict with me because like one of your friends sits at like on my seat. I tell him to get out, and you have a conflict. You say you're not my friend. I kick you out of the parties all the time. Which you usually have did to me like a lot. When like I first met you and I like put you on like Fortnite as a friend, yeah, and you kicked me out of the party a lot because you got mad over me like just because like we didn't do something like say for instance I didn't have enough time or like something like I like didn't know how to do it. You got mad at me, and like those are like little things like you could have said. And you always used me for Save the World to help you on challenges, which I know that if you join someone else's party, it helps them do their challenges. Doesn't help you do their challenges. If I need a mission at a specific place, you're gonna go. You're not even going there. You went to this different place, and I said I need to join my party, which you never joined. And yeah, and he had a conflict with me. He said I'm not your friend, but like then later on and then he was like ignoring me because I was literally telling him the truth, but he just couldn't take it. I'm pretty sure. And then all his reaction was just he could ignore me and tells his friend, one of my friends, which was his friend, and tells one of my friends, which was his friend, let's go sit at a different table. So we sat at a different table the next day after we were done with the conflict. Yeah, we were done. But like, I'm not gonna mention that the next day. I'm gonna mention. Let me tell you the rest of the day before the next day. So, before we were done with the conflict, and we went on a day. ELA passed, and then and TAC, I was like, yeah. And he was like, we're friends, okay, we're friends again, and my other friend was just there like. Did he just not say that like earlier in lunch? And you're gonna just say randomly you're not friends? Wait, not say randomly you're not friends because I don't let your friend sit in a seat. A seat? You call me a bad friend for not letting your friend sit in the seat? I just wanna sit in my seat. Like, can I please have my one seat to myself? He can sit anywhere, not my seat. Also subscribe to Butterman. Very good channel. Okay, but like. And the person that and like he said that was the patheticest reason. Like, it's your fault. I told you to ask if you're putting someone in my seat. I told you to ask. You did that to get me ticked off. I know you did. If you say you know me, I know you. You did that to get me ticked off. I know you. And after that, also, as our time goes by, and then you say you're my friend, just in tech, and you were just getting mad over like a small thing. So it went on with our day, and day after that, and stuff like that. And then the summer got into big conflicts. Something I learned a bunch of stuff about him, like more stuff, crazy stuff. I'll tell you about later. And then you could have saw in the comments of his one video, but he was too much of a baby and he just couldn't take the exposure I put him in, and he just deleted the video. And he probably says bad stuff about me at the table and lies and says I talk badly about them all the time and stuff like that. Mostly like lies and stuff. That's why like I don't think some people like me. over there that used to be my friend because he probably lied to them. I can't trust Logan. I don't know. Like, he also said that he had a skin that he bought. He was gonna buy some air balloon skin, and he bought it, ended up buying it, and like, I joined his party and I saw him wearing it, and I left after that. I didn't leave because I saw him wearing a skin because someone else invited me, and the party was full anyway. So yeah, and I think no, 3 people or like 4 people or something like that. There was creative back then, I know. And then like, so I left because someone else invited me, and I see he was in full party. I didn't want to bother him and stuff. And then next time he's like, "Oh, I see you got that thing, that skin." He's like, "Oh no, I didn't. No, I didn't." And he also says about playing in season 1 when he says his friend started in season 2. How are you gonna play in season 1 if your friend started in season 2? And I talked to your one friend. He said that you never played on his Xbox, or you played on Xbox, and he said that you don't have any experience on Xbox. If you played on Xbox 2 season 5, you should have some experience on Xbox. And yeah, you should have experience on Xbox. But you didn't have experience on Xbox. You were straight up, I'm going to say it, you're not good on Xbox. I'm going to say it. Yeah. You weren't good on Xbox. You shouldn't be calling, that's a lie. You obviously started in season 6. We all know you started in season 6 and you made your account in season 6. You didn't make it in season 5. I'm pretty sure you couldn't get your PlayStation back then. And when you got your PlayStation, I'm pretty sure it was season 6. And I'm pretty sure you only had one PlayStation because you had the same time. When you were on 2 PlayStation, you had the same time as you do right now. Like, if you say you play longer, so if you play longer, you didn't play longer back then. I played with you like a lot back then. Even though a few times you kicked me, which like I never kicked you before. And like whenever like someone kicked you, that was usually my friends because they didn't want you in the party. Like some of them were toxic. I'm just gonna say it. I played with them because like I knew them before you. That's the thing. And they were good friends of mine. I told them not to do it, and they didn't really do it. They didn't do it again. And then as we get on with our time, yeah. Yes. And as we get on with our time, where was I? It's such a long story to tell. Like it's like I'm like telling the time wise of a year. Yeah. Okay. As we get on with our time, it was like after we were done with the conflict, we get on to maybe like I think and like it turns into like the summer. Oh wait, before summer. So one time I didn't join him. Okay. I didn't join him. And like he got mad. He's like, I effing get on to play with you every single morning, and you don't join me this one time. Even though sometimes I joined him, and he was like, no, I'm not playing with you, or kick me out of the party, something like that. And that's hypocritical. And one time you called me. So when we were having one time I was telling you about this leak skin I saw, like it was the banana skin that was actually the $15 pack that looked like the Iron Man trailer. And I said, what if this is gonna be a leak skin? He's like, oh, you're lying, and saying I was lying a lot. And then he was saying, yeah, you're lying. I said I'm thinking something is not lying. You have to get that straight. And actually, it became the banana skin for the trailer. That's the funny thing. And you called me a liar. You said I lied over when I'm thinking. You say don't assume. You always assume I'm lying when I give you proof. When I tell you something, I was always a good friend to you. You never treated me well. You said I lied a lot. I got you stuff. You never got me anything. You told me you're gonna gift me Skull Ranger. You never gifted me Skull Ranger. I bought it my own self. When it came out, don't say, oh, what I could have gifted you, but you bought it. No, you told me before Skull Ranger, like a few days before Skull Ranger came out, you're not gonna gift it to me. That's what you told me. You never gave me anything. When we had a conflict in the summer because you thought I said something about you in the stream, which I was talking about a different guy, and you go and assume stuff, and your father told you to play the rest of the video, and you did, and you said sorry, but you brought me a soda, which is nice, but like I really didn't really need it, but like that's not the point of the story. Don't assume stuff. Like always you assume and you tell me not to assume when I assume like rarely. And there's you assuming this. Hypocrite. And then also in the conflict where you said I was lying about that banana skin, I saw that could be leaked, which was a skin for the $15 pack. And you called me a liar and you said I was stupid for playing with Sickly. When you play with BG Turtle after all the conflicts he solved, after all the conflicts he did, you said that you're not his friend. You said that you started this conflict. You're back friends with him. Back friends with him. Back friends with him. Back friends with him. And in the summer after that, we had like a conflict and like, so he went over to my house, like he literally, you heard that fart, that was me. In the summer he started going to my house like after he knew had a pool, and then after his wrist thing was taken off, even though now I realize that he didn't break his wrist. I'm gonna say it. I don't think you broke your wrist. And after his thing got off, oh my god, so tired. After his thing got off, and he always thinks he's like the same as me in Fortnite. You're not the same. I mean, I'm not gonna say it right now, but you're bad at Fortnite. I'm gonna say it. Yeah, you're bad. And I also, on my one account, my one account has 10 solo wins. My other account has 3, and then like I have quite a few accounts. I have quite a bunch of accounts. So yeah, and I've gotten people wins also too, solo wins. I got my brother one. Yeah, so that counts too as solo wins. That would be like about maybe like 30 something solo wins together. And you only have one. You never got another solo win after that. Yeah. And if you're try to do anything in the comments, I'm basically exposing you, so all you can do is just lie, like usual. And like you say you have, and then you say you're lactose intolerant, but I hear you eating pizza, which I don't think I'm lactose intolerant anymore because I can eat ice cream and stuff now. All of a sudden, like, and don't have a stomach ache, nothing, no reaction. So I'm gonna say I'm not lactose intolerant. I don't think I'm lactose intolerant at all anymore. Cause when I used to eat that stuff, it hurt my stomach, but now it doesn't. And like he was talking about, oh, I'm lactose intolerant. This is gonna hurt my stomach. And then I see you eating pizza that we got, pizza with cheese on it. Pizza at home, you say you got. Pizza at Darien Lake. Pizza at Darien Lake again. Ice cream. The little ice cream ball things that my mom got thing. But you even tasted it and you didn't have any reaction. Your stomach hurt. Your stomach did not hurt. Nothing at all. You're not lactose intolerant. I'm gonna say you're not lactose intolerant. You say you're a Christian, never talk about your religion. I never went to church. I'm a Muslim, and I go to the masjid like every Sunday when I'm with my dad. And we go to Sunday school over there. We pray over there and stuff like that. He doesn't have any like religion status. I don't see him being. He could be just an atheist pretending to be a Christian. I don't know. And he also, so as we go into our summer and stuff like that, he kept one day like but he continued to go to my house for swimming and like to go swimming and stuff. Every time he went to my house, I'd even say go swimming. He just brought a pair of swimming trunks, brought a pair of swimming every single day. Begged me to go swimming when he came over and stuff like that. Even when my back was hurting, like he begged to go swimming. He didn't show empathy for my back. My back was hurting badly, and you didn't show anything. You didn't care at all. You just wanted to go swimming in a pool. All you wanted to do. You didn't care. You didn't care. Only reason why you went to your one friend's house is because he had a swimming pool, I'm pretty sure. And you, like, hogged all the food, I heard. Yeah. And also, you literally, you brought the poor kid to Darien Lake. And you said that he didn't go on any rides. And you left, you faked sick and left. You left and literally kicked him out of your house after he asked to stay. And you weren't even, and you fake sick to get out. Like, you were not sick at all. Like, you said you fake sick because he didn't go on any rides. That's why you fake sick and left, and you were bored. That's why you left. And you even told me that's why. See, you lie to me, you lie to your friends, and you call me a liar. You say I lie a lot. When you do that, you don't have any, I never even lied to you before. Like, and also you lied when you and Art, you made a noise and you got him in trouble. You made a noise and blamed it on him, which was you. Obviously, I know what you sound like. That was you, and you're making noise, and I even saw you making noise, and you blamed it on him. That was in the school. You lie about that too. I've caught you in so many lies. Everybody knows you lie. You lie to my table. You say everybody hates me in the school, which that's not even true. Only like 2 people don't like me. And you probably say bad stuff about me to them to just make them not like me. I'm gonna say it because I think you're just jealous and stuff. Cause I mean, if someone's doing that, I'm not gonna let that put me down, obviously. And I let that put me down. I let that put me down before, and I'm not gonna let it do it this time. He may have got some of my friends to not like me, kind of, because he says bad stuff about me to them and says like that. Probably lies about me to them. So I know that you lied to them. So you can just cut it out. And also in the summers we're going by, I was playing with my cousin. I said I wanted to play with my cousin only because cousin only wanted to play with me that day because he was going out of the country and wasn't gonna play. He wasn't gonna see me or play with like me in like the game like for like about like a month, and I wasn't gonna see him a month. So I just wanted to spend some time with my cousin and stuff like that. And when my cousin left, I joined Logan's party, and he had an attitude, and I told him the reason why I wasn't letting him join or anything like that. Because yeah, that was the only time I kicked him from the party because my cousin was going. He was going out of the country, and I wasn't gonna see him for about a month. And you expect me to join your party? My cousin wanted to only like do a match with me and stuff like that, play with me only because like I wasn't gonna see him for a month. What do you not understand by that? Like I can't just play with my cousin. And then later on when we joined, you gifted one of my friends just to make me jealous. You even asked me what do I like in the item shop, and you gifted it to him. Yeah, we all know you tried to do that to me, and didn't really make me upset. I just asked questions, and you just said, ooh, to make him believe that, which we all saw that you did that to try to make me jealous. And also, my friends say you used me for the pool, which I'm pretty sure you did, because every time you came over, sometimes you came over without asking, sometimes you came over without saying a word, like, not just without asking. Not saying a word, that didn't make sense. Sometimes you asked to come over, and I said yes. Sometimes you asked to come over, and I said no. It was like only a few times because I couldn't have anybody over a few times. And then you and sometimes they invite you, and then you always came over. I never invited you to pool. I invited you to hang out. Like you always, and you begged me. You brought a swimming trunk. You said we're going to the pool. You said we're going straight up. We're going to the pool and stuff like that. And I know this video probably might be like cut out like a little bit because like it's taking up too much space, stuff like that. And you like lied about like a lot of things, and I can't like believe you anymore. And like and then you also in the summer you met some person called Jesse, okay? And after that you play with him or her like for a while. And the thing is, and you play with Jesse for a while, and then after that you join her and say, oh, whoa, well, that's my Fortnite girlfriend and stuff like that. And yeah, and then like, and you always like, I'm gonna say you used me and your one friend, and that's what started the conflict, their conflict in the summer, because you used us. You straight up used us to get Jesse James. For God's sake, you don't even know that if that's a female or male. You don't know if that's a female or male. How do you know? You don't know if that's a female or male. And then that started a conflict because you used us. You couldn't, if you hadn't said a word about Jesse or when we were in a party, just kept it to yourself and stuff like that, that wouldn't happen. That situation wouldn't happen. So that's your fault for that happening. Should have just kept it a secret. Should have not said anything. Because it was your fault for saying that. I have to wash my hands, something that you don't do. Also, you also a few times when you got your skin, you bragged about it a lot and stuff. And then when my dad left, and my dad left in the middle of the summer because he had to go visit some relatives, which I didn't go with him, and he came back after like maybe like the end of summer, and I was like very happy to see me. He got me like a bunch of stuff from Iran and stuff, and then like he called my dad like before my dad left. He called when he saw him on like FaceTime. He called my dad. He said my dad looks like a drug dealer. Drug dealers don't have a look. How do you know what a drug dealer look like? Is someone in your family a drug dealer? 'Cause that's what I want to know. That's maybe where you know what a drug dealer looks like. And also, you call my dad a drug dealer, and I said your dad looks like the guy from Breaking Bad, which is actually a person that is a drug dealer. So get beat, boy. So don't be calling my dad a drug dealer when my dad did a lot for me in my life, and he's not mean because of one thing he does. He shows like he's been like a lot for me in my life, and you're just gonna call him a drug dealer. You don't know him at all. Like, you don't know. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't like me calling your dad a drug dealer. Wouldn't like me calling your mom names and stuff like that. You called my mom fat. Also, I'm going to say this right now. If you want to call my mom fat, I'm going to just straight up do something you won't like right here. You call my mom fat when shouldn't you be talking about your mom? She's technically the size of your couch. So you shouldn't be talking about my mom. And also, you think like you're funny and all that, but you're really not. Like, nobody really laughs at your jokes and stuff like that. You say I'm not funny, but you laugh at my jokes all the time. You say I'm not funny, but all my friends, like not all my friends, but like a bunch of my friends laugh at my jokes. My cousins laugh at my jokes. Like a lot of people laugh at my jokes. And I don't see you. I don't see you getting like laughed for your joke. Not that doesn't make really good sense. Nobody was laughing at your joke. Nobody. And thankfully, when I moved to my new school, I was happy. I'm happy now because I don't have to deal with you in the old school making rumors about me. So I don't care about. I don't care. I already have friends from the old school. I have contact with them and stuff like that. I even asked them about them hating me, and they said they said that's not true. Some of them said that. And they said that's not true and that you were lying, which I know you're lying because I think you were just jealous. You brag, I'm gonna say it like it's not like I don't care about you bragging because I don't have to deal with it as often because you get like money like every once a year or something like that. And I don't really want like it's still like I don't care. Like obviously I don't like I'm not don't say I'm selfish because I don't care about you getting a skin. It's a game. It's a game. It's a game. So I'm not selfish for caring about a skin that you got. For not caring about a skin that you got. So don't say I'm selfish. And you don't there's been things that you did that are selfish. Like you can like you obviously tell that you're selfish like in your videos and stuff. I care about my family. I care about my friends. I like you say I wasn't a good friend. I got you a bunch of stuff. And in the summer I took you to Darien Lake and I said I wanted to go Darien Lake with you in the summer. And you took me over there, which I respect a lot. And I got you stuff I got you stuff there. I got you a big cup that you wanted, stuff like that. The hat was like $15 over there, but you still got it from your dad got it. I still got you other stuff you wanted. You wanted like a big drink and like you got like a big cup that you put your drink in. You probably say, "Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that." Why did you ask for it then? I was offering to get you like something, except that hat, which was, I mean, yeah. But like, and I got you a poster. I got you like other things too. And you, like I respect you. I mean, I was pretty happy that I got you something. You were glad about it and stuff like that. Then we went on, and I also took you to a furniture store, which might not sound really, but we had fun and stuff like that. And we also got pizza at the end of that. And you say you're lactose intolerant. Why are you eating pizza? You're gonna say, why are you eating pizza too? I'm lactose intolerant. I don't really think I'm lactose intolerant. I don't think I'm lactose intolerant. I mean, a few times I've ate cheese and then like morning taste. A few times I've ate cheese and like it hurt my stomach, but like it doesn't do that all the time. So I don't think I'm lactose intolerant. Yeah. And like a lot of times like you ate cheese and stuff. Like yeah. You ate cheese when we went to Mighty Taco and you offered it to me. Which my stomach hurt later on Darien Lake, which I'm gonna say this right now, I drank like vinegar over there. I mean I don't know. It was just stupid. I don't know why I did it. Which I think that's the reason why my stomach hurt. You're not supposed to drink vinegar. Don't do that. Not a wise idea. Stupid of me to do that. But they laughed. The people thought it was funny. Not people like him and his mom thought it was funny. I mean, don't be expecting me to stand. You expect like when you had a conflict with Pat and you said something mean about him. You expected him not to stand up for himself. You yelled at him when he stand up for himself. You cried when you stand up for yourself. You say you're not racist. You call my friend N-word all the time. You call him an N-word all the time. You don't have a pass. I do have a pass. And if you have a pass, you shouldn't be asking me if you can say it or not. You never even said you had a pass over that back then. You never said pass. Nothing. So you call my friend an N-word all the time. You think it's funny. You call him an N-word. Say you called him a burnt snicker, and stuff like that. I just said, yeah. And because I didn't want to start another conflict too, which actually another conflict happened in the summer because of a freaking little scale, like a scale. And I was like, he was like, "Oh, so you think I'm lying?" I said it's not working. If you don't know how it works, you don't say, it says user on the scale. It says user on the scale, and you were saying like, oh, this is this part. Like, the weight part, it said 80. Okay, actually, I don't know if it said 80 or not. You said it was 80, but like, whenever like someone goes to scale, like a bunch of people, like different people went on a scale, like of different heights, various things that I know. Uh, it wasn't you. It wasn't the people. It wasn't my friends. Like, my mom came over and like a few of their relatives, and they did it. And also like it showed the same thing on and on and on again. So that's why we had to fix the scale. We fixed the scale. So yeah, and you called me a liar. You called me fat, because of a scale, and I was explaining to you. So that was your fault for miss on trying to for being a jerk to me. You didn't have to be a jerk. I explained to you it didn't work. So you said you called it was your fault because of what you said. It was your fault because of that. And then when it was obviously your fault because you were just being rude about it, and I wasn't being rude. I was just explaining to you, and you were calling me a liar. You called me fat for stuff like that, and like if you treat me that was obviously your fault. Yeah, and that was obviously your fault about it, and like yeah, that was your fault. And then when one friend was starting to like he wanted to resolve the conflict, and he said for both of us to say sorry and stuff like that. Wait a second. He said for both of us to say sorry. You guess what? I I said sorry. You didn't say sorry at all. You were just there like making like fat jokes about me and stuff after you specifically say that he was like, oh, we're done with the conflict and stuff like that. But that rest of the day, he didn't really treat me well. He didn't treat me nice. He didn't care at all, like usual. And then the last time that I told him we were moving, and it was the last time he like came over to my house, and he treated me like that, which is very disrespectful. Your friend's moving, you're not gonna see him for a little bit, and you treat him like that. That's just sad, disrespectful, rude, naive. Naive. That was rude, like very disrespectful. You say talk like civil people when you're talking to me in a stream, and you deleted the stream. Delete those 3 videos because you got exposed in the comments. Yeah, and I'm exposing you right now. And you say, like, I don't listen to you every time I came over to your house. The only time I didn't listen to your parents was at Fright Fest when you said stick together, and I ran because there was, like, I didn't want to get jump scared at all. Like, I was, like, it was fun and all that, but I was, like, scared because I didn't want to get jump scared. It was my first time coming over to Fright Fest. I never went there before. I went to Darien Lake many times, but never to Fright Fest. I didn't know, like, there's Fright Fest, but I got invited there. And I was running away. His parents yelled at us, and I said sorry, and he didn't. I understand his parents want us to be safe, yeah, and stuff like that. His parents are good parents. I don't know why I said that rude thing about both of his parents back then in the video, but like yeah, but like he also ran too because he was scared. So you didn't listen to your parents either, basically. So don't tell me I don't listen to your parents. And I don't know. And there you said you said whenever I go to your house I don't listen to the rules. I don't know, when did I not listen to your rules? That was only one time in Fright Fest because I was scared. And they knew I was scared, so they probably understand. And then you also mistreated your sister. Like you were being like really rude to her, and you made her cry in the car. Which that was like, I would never be rude to my brother that rude. Like I've been like kind of rude to him before, but like not that kind of rude. Like I joke around with him. I don't go to that limit. And you also beat I went also like for like it was like ending of the summer. And also I was moving too, when we went to your house, you said there's a guy in the woods, some guy in the woods. And it's funny that you say like I'm gonna say it right now. There's like there's a bunch of like African American people in your neighborhood, and like there's a few Hispanic kids, and you say like you don't you every black kid in the neighborhood, you say they lie, they lie, they lie. Every Hispanic kid, they lie, they lie, they lie. That's just racist. You're saying, but all the white kids that you know, you say they don't lie, they're good people and stuff like that. Which that's racist. Like you're only like targeting the black people and saying that, and Hispanic people and stuff like that. Yeah. And also you got your friend to call me a gringo, and you got your friend to call me uh fat, and you got your friend to call me a terrorist. Yeah. That was just wrong. That wasn't really nice, wasn't it? I think you would regret saying that. Actually, I don't think you would regret. You don't have any compunction against. You don't have any compunction. Compunction means feeling of regret or remorse. You don't feel that at all. You say I'm not smart, but a lot of the things that you did are not smart. You're straight up stupid. Like you brought a kid with us because in case you use him as bait. You used him. You brought him into the woods just to see if the guy was there, you would have left him behind. You don't care about him. You don't like him. You're not his friend. You never liked him. You were just rude to him. You threatened him and you said, I'll beat you up like you did last time. I heard you. You said you'll beat him up like you did last time. And I said chill. I told you to chill. And I was I actually protected the kid, kind of. I told him to be quiet a little bit. Yeah. I used to have a video, but my other phone, like when I actually my phone button wasn't working, but like now it works now because like I took it to the Apple store and they fixed it. See, it works now. Cause it used to not work, and Not Toxic knows it. No, I'm not gonna say Logan knows it doesn't work and stuff. So yeah, and also he says he was and then also he talks about starting a fire and stuff like that in the woods. He said he started a fire on a couch, like not just. There's a couch in the middle of his woods. He lit it on fire and it spread throughout the fire. Spread throughout the woods, and they got in trouble with the police. I wasn't there. He said he did this, which that's bad influence right there. And then after that, then it just became like then after the rest of summer when we played, we were having fun and stuff like that. But then in the school year, he was like really disrespectful to me. And then he said like when I asked him to join my party, he's like, I always join your party, which is not true. I always used to join his party because he always invites me. And then also in the summer, when he took off my mic and because I got distracted and I died, I yelled at him for it. And that was kind of wrong. I apologize for it. But, okay, let's go back to it. He was rude to me in the school year. And, when the beginning of school year, he wasn't nice to me. He treated me not really nice. He was, he wasn't on my side. He was rude to me a lot and stuff like that. If I keep, okay. And also, he says that, stuff like, then he expects to be my friend when he says all that rude stuff. Then says join his party for a few days, which was it was about 2 months I joined his party. 2 months. That's how long it was. That wasn't a few days, that was about 2 months. I counted. I know. Well, or a month and a half, maybe. Yeah, it was a month and a half. My bad. It wasn't 2 months, a month and a half. But That's not a few days. That's a month and a half. Then we started being nice to each other and stuff like that. Until it was like later on, and we were like, and then later on, he let me see, and then like we were like, I just was like, what? I was tired. I wasn't like feeling the best. I wasn't didn't really show any reaction playing. I wasn't really happy. I just had no. I wasn't mean to him. I just like was like, hey, like that. He didn't show any empathy. He didn't say, "Are you okay?" He didn't care. Uh, and he just he was just like rude to me a lot of the times. I mean, never showing any like. He was always rude. Like, not always. Okay, I'm not gonna say always rude, cause he was not always rude, but like most of the time he was rude. I'm gonna say, and he says I'm rude. Like, only did like a few things rude. He did a lot of things rude to me, and he just never admitted it. Yeah, and then he also when like I told him I don't call me in the mornings or like not to call me after 8 o'clock and after, and he called me 8 o'clock and after. Like he called me 5 times. 5 times he spam called me 5 times until my mom answered the phone, and and after my mom answered the phone, like he said that like he wasn't like I couldn't do anything. I'm not available right now because I'm doing something. And then after that, I didn't play with him the day after that because I was studying and doing work for my one test, which I did very good. I did good on it. Uh, I got 100 on it. It was a math test. I got like 100 plus like because it was like a few bonus points on it. Like a question wrong and there was like bonus points. So yeah, but I did good on it. Which, I mean, I wish I could save those. You could save bonus points. Like if I didn't get those questions wrong, I could have saved bonus points for the next test. Yeah. Um. Also, you like when I left the school, you're like it sucks for you not to be there. Oh my God, it's so much cool stuff is happening. You would have been in my class and stuff like that, and basically bragging about school, which I don't care. I'm happy I went to a different school. And I mean, I already have friends from my old school. I have I have like I can talk to them. I'm not gonna say their name. I'm not gonna say their name out like loud because like I know Logan's gonna lie to them and say stuff to me, the bad stuff about me to them. So yeah. My phone battery's like 20% now. It used to be 80. And a lot of times, like, you, like, lied a lot, and you said that I lied a lot, which is another lie. And I, like, exposed you a lot. And then, okay, let's get to the, like, part of that, like, that what got to the full conflict right now. So then after that, he was, like, the next day after that, like, I got a notification that, like, it was a party invite. And he probably said, I didn't invite you. Then why did I get an invitation? I got a party invite. I got a party invite. Okay. Okay. I got a party invite, okay? And I said I'll join later. And he's like, who are you? And he was acting like he didn't know who I was. And then, like, later on that day, I just said I'm done. I said I wasn't his friend. I said I'm done. And then, like, the next day after that, I think he was just like, I think he felt bad, kind of showed empathy. And he said, if you want to talk like civil people, he said he was done with the situation. And then he told me on stream, if you want to figure out the situation, we can talk like civil people. Civil people. And I'm not going to just make fun of his voice and stuff. Because that's not really right. I'm going to do something. I'm going to just talk about the story. I'm not going to make fun of him like he did to me back in the past and like he does now. And like he says talk like civil people, so we talked in the stream and he was like blaming he blamed quite a lot of stuff on me, which like I told you that which was his fault. I even talked about telling you why it was his fault. And yeah, and he talks, and I had one friend that was sitting at my table and was also in Butterman's comments also, like in one of his videos, like was saying I'll subscribe to this person but not Adam. Probably because I think that he lied, like Logan lied to him about me and stuff like that. That's why. And him and me, that kid that he said not subscribe to do like that. Me and him were friends, and like Logan just like does stuff like he lies about me to get people not my friend. That's a bad friend right there. That is a bad friend right there. And you know that's a bad friend, Logan. You know who really is a bad friend. That's you who's a bad friend. You act like I didn't know who I was, and you lied in comments also and said that you ended the friendship. I ended this friendship in the comments, and not in the comments, in the messages, which you never ended the friendship. Later on in the video, later on the stream, you said that, oh, we're good, we're friends again. And then later on, like on PS, like I told, you got your friend text me at 3:49 in the morning, and saying, you got your friend at 3:49 in the morning saying, telling me, like calling me gringo, fat, ugly, stuff like that. Well, I don't care. I don't care. I just laughed about it. I laughed it off. And he lied. He also told he also lied too. He said he faked who he was. He said it was my cousin. Then he said it was his friend. Then he said he was one of Logan's friend. Then he said it was Charlie, which I think it was Charlie because you told me either his number, a specific number. I'm not gonna say it, so I'm not the kind of person that would expose people's numbers out loud. And yeah, I just straight up exposed him. That is the story of him. And then after, oh yeah, wait, after I told my one friend just to tell him that I'm not his friend anymore because I didn't want to deal with it. Because he told his friend, I had someone text me at 3:49 in the morning and I was done. And then he makes and then he's like, ooh, and then like starts all these conflicts, says I make bot accounts, stuff like that. I'll also be reacting to his one video. Stay tuned for the next video. Okay, that's the story of him. Okay, bye guys.